I do think I got like mentally stronger, and like especially like throughout everything. I do think my game's got like better, and I do think I'm more determined because now I'm thinking, you know, life's too short. You don't know what's going to happen around the corner. I want to do the best I can. And I don't want to waste any opportunity that I get now. I just want to go all guns blazing and try and get as much done as I can. No, I think it's definitely like a good thing because it's definitely boosted my confidence and, you know, kind of made me realise to what extent I can play against. And, you know, having the experience from the World Series and, you know, the Grand Slam, you know, going into this event, I'm kind of, now I'm used to kind of the stage and the, you know, it's totally different from last time because I just feel like I'm more prepared and I'm more mentally focused, and I have, you know, an ambition now. Like I want to get further than what I did, and I want to play the world champion, and that would be a privilege in itself. Oh God. So I want to say the one with Michael because obviously that was the big confidence boost, and that kind of, you know, made me realise what extent I can actually like perform at. The Peter Wright one where it was like 16, 13, something like that, because that made me realise that I can play at that level for that many like that legs. And then obviously I'm going to take the Mike Dedecker one because it was the 100 average one, and you know, it was just such a good game. Oh yeah, the 170. Oh, hang on a minute. Right, we'll scrap the Peter Wright one. We'll put the 170 in there. Actually, we'll put the 170 at the top. Then we'll put Michael, scrap Peter Wright, and then we'll put Mike Dedecker in that one. I forgot about the 170. How can I forget about the 170? Yeah, no, I definitely think, you know, what's happened this year probably takes over a little bit more. I mean, obviously the Ali Pali will always be like the best bit at the moment. But everything that's happened this year has definitely kind of topped it a little bit because, you know, it's more consistent. I've done more than it's not just one competition. I've done it over like multiple comps now. And, you know, my game is more stronger and more consistent than what it was. And I just feel like I'm just that better player now than what I was 2 years ago. Yeah, no, I mean, it's a privilege itself, you know, sitting there having a world champion talk about you anyway. But the fact, you know, they're sitting there talking so like highly about the 100 averages and stuff like that, I mean, it just makes me even more proud of myself and, you know, more confident going into these tournaments because obviously, you know, if they know what I can do, then it makes me more relaxed to kind of play and not have to prove myself all the time. Yeah, so I did this like 2 years ago. So I had like an ambition that I wanted to play Mensa. So I was like, I really want to beat Ted. So I beat Ted, and then I played Mensa, and I was like, oh, I really want to try and play Glenn Durrant. I think he was in my draw. And then obviously Chris Dovey took me out before I had the chance. So like this year, I'm just like, okay, so I've got Gerwyn in my draw. I really want to play the world champion because I've had the privilege of playing the Lakeside world champion this year. So I'd love to play the PDC world champion to see what a run for his money I can give him. I'm sure he probably meant that game. I'd have to win that game, surely. To be fair, I don't know what the criteria is to get into the Premier League or anything like that. But, you know, I think if I beat him in the third round or something like that, I think it's guaranteed, you know, a tour card anyway. So, like, because I make like top 64 or something like that. So surely that's enough to even be considered for the Premier League anyway. I mean, I've technically done what they've all done, get tour card. No, I'd never turn it down if I got offered it. And I actually do feel I'm ready because I don't see that. I know, you know, so many people sit there and say, you know, it either make a player or it really breaks people and stuff like that. I believe it only breaks a person if you think too much of it, because obviously everyone tries so hard to try and get into it and play it and stuff like that. but it's not a ranking event. It's like a big kind of exhibition anyway. So you literally go, you get the privilege of playing these players. You should just go and enjoy it. And like, I feel like I'm playing to the standard that they can. Like, I know I can hit the 100 averages they can. So I just go and enjoy it. And, you know, I'd take it for what it is. I wouldn't overthink it or anything like that. So I'd probably have my best performances. And I think the last time I played in it, I drew with Glenn anyway. And I was close. So I'd love the opportunity to kind of play again. Hopefully, you know, if I can get the tour card and stuff like that, it'll make my game better, you know, because you're not going to have the mentality of, you know, I'm going to have this many darts at doubles. No, it doesn't work like that against these people. You have one dart, and if it doesn't go, that's it. So I actually feel if I get the tour card, my game would be stronger, and, you know, it would be interesting to see what my record would be like next year, because I do think, you know, my game would improve. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I just want to kind of, you know, be Fallon, the good dart player, not because I'm a woman beating the men. Yeah. But I think it's going to take a while before that kind of calms down a little bit, because obviously it's still new, and the kind of world that we're in now, you know, it's, you know, when there's something new happening, like, it's like a massive deal. So, I mean, it will eventually calm down, but yeah, no, I just want to be seen as Fallon, the good dart player, not because I'm a woman beating the men. Yeah, no, I'm really excited to play Steve. I mean, he's a legend in the game, you know, he's so iconic, and, you know, it's another person I get to play that's like a big name as well. Like, I love just rising to the occasion, producing my game and playing these good players that everyone knows. Yeah, so I'm happy playing Steve Beaton. I mean, I'd be happy whoever I was playing, because, you know, I know on my day, you know, I can compete with these people I can hit 100 average the same as them. So I'm always going to go into every game confident I'm going to win. I mean, my belief is if I go into any game thinking I'm not going to win, then you're not going to succeed. So you need to kind of be positive thinking. So every game that I go in, I'm thinking, I'm going to win, you know, even if, you know, I'm hitting a 90 average and they're hitting 110 or something like that, I'm thinking I still have a chance here. There'll be not a point that I give up. So, yeah, no, I will go, I will try and win, you know, I will go into that competition confident. No, not really. I mean, I pretty much sit there and I feel more confident and comfortable now. I mean, because I've proved it so many times now. And all the pressure and expectations I've kind of put to the back of my head. Like, I'm literally there to play darts, and then I'll worry about all that pressure and expectations afterwards when I come off the stage. But as soon as I get on that stage, it's literally like focus, you know, glasses goes on and everything just kind of goes behind my head, like, and I just kind of forget it and block it out. Yeah, why not? Like, literally, I don't see why a woman couldn't win it. Because, like I said, like I'll use me and Lisa. Me and Lisa can hit 100 averages, and the men, like, we're hitting the same averages that they are at the moment. So why can't we progress round after round and pick up that trophy at the end of it? Like, I do not see a reason why a woman cannot win the World Championship. Yeah, I don't see why I can't win. I mean, if I play like I can and keep my composure and chill out and just play my game, why not? Yeah, so obviously, you know, with the whole booing and stuff like that, I don't, you know, encourage that or anything like that, because I mean, it's not fair to be booed or anything like that. I mean, no one likes to be booed. They're only going and playing their own game anyway. They're still trying to win the game the same as what I am. But, you know, having all this crowd support and stuff like that, and hearing the chants, and, you know, them hearing my name, like, that's incredible. Because I used to sit there, watch it on TV, and, you know, you'd have like Phil Taylor playing, they'd shout his name, you know, like you'd have Vincent and Barney and Michael and, you know, all these people. And now I get my own little like fan base and chant and stuff like that. And it is really, really cool. Like, I love it. And yeah, do you know what? I thank all of them, because it's amazing. Probably me. I mean, I'm not nervous, but Rory doesn't even like, he's not even acknowledging the darts. Like, he's just not interested in it at the moment. I mean, he's only interested in if I hit a bullseye when I come home. Like every time I come home from a competition, he's like, "Did you hit a bullseye?" I was like, "No, but I won." He was like, "No, you have to hit a bullseye." Like, he's disappointed in me if I don't hit a bullseye. I'm like, "But I won." He's like, "No, you have to hit a bullseye." My memories going back to that are like amazing memories. Like, it was just like there was so much emotions going, because it was just like I was so excited to begin with, then I was nervous, and then when I was playing the game, it was kind of like kind of relaxed. There was adrenaline running, and then afterwards I didn't know whether to laugh, run about, cry. Like, there was so much going on. And then, like, afterwards, it was just like a whirlwind. Like, I was so tired because I was getting thrown from one place to the other. I think there was one day where I didn't stop from the whole, from the morning breakfast shows to like the evening, and it was just like, it was knackering, absolute knackering, but I enjoyed every single minute of it. And like playing at Ali Pali, feeling the buzz and the electric atmosphere, it just still kind of gives me goosebumps. That's why I'm so excited to get back, and I want to hear the crowd roar, and I want to hit the 180s, and yeah, I'm just so excited.